Welcome to the Occupational Safety Leadership Podcast, episode number 217. And in today's episode, we're going to just talk a little bit about a personal story of mine about ergonomics and what I learned from fixing my car. So let's just dive right in. So, long story short, the heater breaks in my car. So, like all good plans, I'm convinced I can fix it myself. So I look at all the videos, I read things, I look at a parts list, I order everything, I inventory it because I make sure that what I got in the box is really right. Then I'm ready to start this project. The things I did not count on, of course, is the awkward positions in trying to fix this. In my car, it was on the passenger side, and I had to take off a little bit of the dashboard and kind of get underneath um, to pull this module out, swap out the module. And when you think about your typical troubleshooting, there's not much room in there. So the one thing that I did not plan on is how long I was going to be stooping down, bending on my knees, having my knees right on the asphalt and concrete for an hour or two at a time as I tried to loosen bolts. I quickly learned that regardless of what angle I had the car, I had to hook up a whole series of flashlights in order to be able to see. I had to wear a headlamp. Um, just to really get in there to get all the nuts and bolts. I also learned that when you look at a instructional video, they do a great job of showing you the highlights, but they don't show you just how hard it really is on your body um, to get down on your knees, kind of stoop down, bend your head up, and at times I was on my back. And so when you think about that passenger side door open, it has that little ridge. I had to move the seat back, so I'm on my back and I'm looking up. And um, I and at the workplace, I know these activities happen on the vehicles that we have. So I for all this time, I would do the basics. Hey, here's a knee pad, here's this, here's that. But I didn't really understand what the guys were really exposed to until I really did it myself. And that's when I really learned. I know many times in ergonomics, we're very concerned on the cube environment, since that's very big in today's society. We all sit in a cube in front of a computer and do a bunch of work, or we're on the assembly line as things are coming by. Might be a chemistry lab where we're looking at how do we move chemicals from point A to point B, and we're going to heat things up, and just those those types of events are things that we really stress a lot about when we talk about ergonomics. Um, I haven't stumbled upon ergonomics for things like very awkward positions, trying to fix a car in this case, um, which leads me to also think that I need to probably focus on the guys who do the maintenance, but the not so common maintenance, like who's going to do the HVAC stuff. Um, just things like that. Like we think about it from a very static position and operation that we do all the time. So I think I have to expand my thinking into operations that we don't do that often and really get down. And I think I need to build rapport with the guys more because um, not that the guys were trying to lie to me, but maybe they just have a different definition of what it's like to bend and stoop all day, and maybe their bodies are a lot more hardened than mine, or their attitude is more hardened than mine. But I really had to do the operation to really understand it. So uh, all I can say is that do everything you can, get out there, talk to folks, understand the hazards, and don't be afraid to actually do the operation too. I'm not asking people to go out and weld on a bridge when you don't know how to weld or you get, up high and stuff, but put yourself in their shoes. Walk a mile in their boots to really understand what the hazards are. And with that, I want to wrap up episode 217. Thank you for joining me. My name is Dr. David Ayers. Have a safe day.